Murphy. Good evening, everyone. My name is Murphy, and I'm currently a college student at Adult University, where I play volleyball and working towards earning a degree in psychology and maintaining my 4.0 GPA. I am 18 years old, and I can proudly say that I'm a brain tumor survivor. I'm able to play the sport that I fell in love with because of the new technology that is available today and the technologies that continue to advance to improve our future. I'm here talking to you today because I would not be able to hold the title collegiate volleyball player or survivor without the advanced imaging technologies and innovative medical devices that were used to remove my second tumor. 7 years ago, when I was just 11 years old, I was diagnosed with my first brain tumor after having a seizure in a basketball game. The tumor was located on the left side of my brain in the primary motor strip, which is something I like to refer to as the Times Square of the brain, because it controls the language and motor skills for the entire right side of my body. When I was first told that I had a brain tumor, my initial thought was, am I going to die like my father, who had died 3 months before I was born of glioblastoma multiforme. He survived only a mere 6 months after the diagnosis. Prior to my first surgery, I was given very good news on what the outcomes could be. Total paralysis of the right side of my body, my face partially drooping, impaired speech and loss of sight in one eye were all very real possibilities. But despite these realities, I told myself every day that I needed to remain positive. At the time when I had my first tumor, it was removed the conventional way, which was just remaining awake during parts of the surgery. What I was unaware of then, but know now, is that the deficits resulting from brain surgery are commonly caused by having to cut through the critical fiber tracts of the brain that are the message pathways to our body's actions and functions. Unfortunately, at this point in time, there was really no better option for me. The 8-hour surgery went significantly better than my surgeon had expected, but the recovery felt like an eternity. It took almost 2 full years for me to return to normal. For the duration of the healing process, I was not able to play sports, the very things that filled each of my days with happiness. Also, my grades in school dropped from frequent A+ to getting almost all Fs. Oftentimes, I felt like I was trapped in a fog and the world just kept spinning around me. Then after about 2 years, my life largely resumed to normal. However, almost 4 years to the day after I was diagnosed with my first surgery, the doctors had determined the tumor grew back in the exact same location, only it was deeper and harder to reach. In that moment, my world stopped, and I just heard those words echo over and over again in my head. And I couldn't believe this was all happening again. I really didn't have time for a brain tumor. I was 15, excelling in school and academics, and had no sign of a brain tumor in my plans. I told my surgeon he had to find another way, a better way, to remove the tumor, because there was no way I was going to be out for 2 years of my life again. Thankfully, my surgeon did find the way that I was hoping existed. The new technology could access my tumor by displacing the brain fibers first cutting through them, and then create a pathway so the tumor could be safely removed. This technology also used advanced imaging and navigation to get to the tumor with an opening the size of the dime. The combination of advanced imaging, navigation, and optics allowed my tumor to be safely removed with no physical or cognitive deficits. 23 hours later, I left the hospital. I really felt well enough to leave within 3 hours, but my surgeon forced me to stay for overnight observation. The next day, I went to watch my volleyball team practice, and the following weekend, we watched them play in the regional championships. I went back to school just 1 week later, really feeling like I was able to pick up right where I left off. It was one of the greatest things to be able to feel like I hadn't been set back in any aspect of my life. The differences in the outcome of my second surgery to remove an even larger and deeper tumor can only be attributed to advances in innovative technologies that use imaging to precisely reach the tumor. Imaging is critical because it allows you to see what needs to be removed and the path it takes to get there. When you hear about these innovative technologies, I bet few of you think that your support will one day directly affect someone you love. I hope that sharing my story at this event helps open your eyes to the benefits that investing in research and imaging can bring. They are real and tangible, and impact every patient struggling to find that ultimate path that I was lucky enough to come across. What this new technology has done for me will have ripple effects far beyond the day when a single surgery completely altered my life. It really made me see what technological advancement had to offer, and not just go through each day wondering if there is a saving grace out there. One of my biggest goals in life is to use my experiences as a brain tumor survivor to help other patients overcome all the odds that are against them, and to educate people about the new innovative technologies that do exist. I want to instill faith and hope in every patient that comes in my path by sharing my experiences to help them see that they too can overcome the impossible. Thank you, and I look forward to discussing. I look forward to talking after the panel discussion. I'd like to now turn the podium over to Barbara Cole.